metal. Not good.
Okay. What's up? I've been on a paper chase for months.
What's good? It's your boy GK. We are back with another video. What we rocking with today? Rear brakes, pads, and rotors on the GTI. So let's take a look.
We got the car jacked up, sitting on the jack stands. We got this side here as well, jacked up and everything. So coming from this side of the car, we look at our rear pads. You can see that this right here is almost metal to metal. So that means we got to go ahead and take these off of here and put some new pads and rotors on here. By the way, look at those rotors. Those are not looking the best. This is from the inside. So boom, we got to go ahead and take these off.
And you may want to know, if you have a Mk6 GTI, they have two different sizes that came on the rear of them. This one is a 272 millimeter, and I can't remember what the other size is.
The easiest way to tell if you have the 272 millimeter kind is right in here. You're gonna have a banjo bolt. So this piece right here, and the banjo just means that this fitting comes in here, and then it's a bolt that goes through it. If yours look just like this, then you have the banjo and you have 272 millimeter rears on your Mk6 GTI. All right, so the first thing we're gonna need to do, we already got the wheel off, so we're gonna have to take off this one, and we're gonna take off the one down here. And then once we get those both off, this is gonna take caliper off of here, and then we gotta get the bolts out for this piece to get the bracket off. Then we should be able to take our rotor off once we remove this here, and then we should be able to replace them, turn our caliper back in, and then put the wheel back together again. The first size we're gonna use is a 13, and all you do is just put it on here, and you're gonna loosen it up. Now you may notice that this piece starts to spin on you. If it does, you're just gonna take a pair of needle nose pliers, put it on there to hold it in place. But right now, mine seem to be turning, just holding it with the hand. So that's perfect. All right, now that we've loosened that one up, let's do the bottom. Awesome. Let's go ahead and take these off of here. All right, so once those are off of there, this should be able to just pull off of here now. Perfect. Now that's there. Pry this bad boy out of there. Now you can see, these are the pads that I had on here. Metal. Not good. Not good at all. Let's take the other side off. Both of those are off. So now in order to get the rotor off of here, we got to get this piece off. So there's going to be two larger bolts that go in on the back side in order to get it off of there. Then just coming in from this angle, right here is where it's going in. And it's going to be a size M14. Just showing you from the top side. You're gonna take that one out, and you're gonna remove this one. So I'm gonna go ahead and take the rest of these out, these two bolts out, and then our caliper bracket's gonna come right off. Pretty long bolt, you gotta get out of there. And then your bracket just comes right out once you get those two out. Now we gotta get this guy off of here. Sometimes these could come out real easy, just like this one, for example. And sometimes you may need to use a special tool where you sit it on there and hammer it, and it sort of jerks it to break it free. But since mine are easy, I'm just gonna take this one out easily. And that should be all that's holding this rotor on. Just like that, rotor comes off. I always like to check, make sure there's no free play happening in here. Now let's grab our new rotor. All right, gang, so whenever you get a new rotor, you always take some brake clean. So right now I'm using this and just spray it down, both sides. Now with that sprayed down, that's gonna take off any of the oils and things that are on here when it's just shipped, and get that off of there. And then we're gonna line this hole up here with the same hole where we took that little screw out of. Perfect. And then we're gonna put that little screw back in there to hold the rotor in place. And all I'm gonna do is just tighten this on here and snug it. All right, now that's on there and snug, let's give it one more quick little spray down. Let's get some of that stuff off of there. Perfect. Now that that's all good, we'll move over to our caliper bracket. So now with our caliper bracket, what you wanna first do is make sure that these are moving nice and free. And these ones seem to be moving pretty well. But let's go ahead and take them off of the boot, and let's just make sure the inside looks good. So boom, it looks like it has some good grease on there. I'm gonna sit that back in there and let's check our other side. Boom, this one doesn't look too bad either, but what I'm actually gonna do is put some new grease on both of these. All right, so now it's time to lube up this bracket and these pins. So all I did was pull one of the pins out. I'm just gonna put a little bit of lube on them. And that's just to help it slide in and out a little bit easier. And pop it back into place. Make sure that that boot is sitting over the lip of it, and then just run it in and out a couple times like that until it's nice and lubed up. Do the same for the other side. Pop that into here. Make sure it's sitting underneath that lip and let it work its magic inside of there. Awesome. Now we got to take these clips off of here. Take those clips off of there, and we're going to replace those clips with new clips. So let's grab our new clips and put the new clips onto it. The new clips are now here, and all I'm going to do is put a little bit of lube on these spaces here. It's a pretty big brush, but I'm just going to put a little bit on the inside. And this is just to help it sort of slide on those brackets a little smoother. And now we're going to go ahead and put this bracket back onto the car. So let's grab our long screws, our long bolts. We'll sit this in here. We'll do the same for the top one. Then we're going to tighten them up. So now that that's sitting on there, we're going to go ahead and put our brake pads on here. Then we just got a left is to compress this. Let's grab our brake pads and put that on there now. And they're outside. And now we got to turn this thing back. Then next you're going to need a tool like this. And what this is going to do is actually hold onto this caliper and allow you to push this caliper inside while rotating it. I'm just going to show you guys on this side because the other side seems like the caliper may be frozen up, so I may have to replace that caliper. But all I did was just apply it so it's sitting here, put that there, and then when you turn this knob, when you turn this, it's going to slowly turn that caliper and push it back in at the same time. So as I turn this, it slowly turn that caliper back in. All right, and just like that, all completed. Now let's take a look. So we had to put a new caliper on here because this old one right here was all worn out. You can actually see the piston seal for the caliper was pulling out with the piston. So we had to put a new one on there, but that means we got to get this thing painted or wrapped or anything, something. You guys got suggestions, leave it down below in the comment section. But that's all completed at this point. So now it's all wrapped up. We put that on there, completed the other side already. Now I'm just gonna go ahead and slap the wheel up there. Make sure to pump your brake pedals a couple times so you can make sure that those pads are sitting up against there, and you should be good to go.
Okay, what's up? I've been on a paper chase for months. I've been on a marathon for months. All in all, I can't just get enough. I know. What's up? I've been on a paper chase for months. I've been on a marathon for months.